banking and our dollar and the fact that 80% of all the money that's ever been printed by the United States has been printed in the last 5 years, it almost makes myself, and I feel like a lot of individuals in our generation, feel a bit helpless about where we're going next. Pentagon can't pass an audit. There's trillions of dollars missing. We are trillions of dollars in debt. So I think maybe starting there would be a great place for us to commit to initially.
Yeah, that is so good. And that's the one that I'm most concerned with, because it does seem like we're like riding the razor's edge here, and it would just take one little thing to push us right over. There's a quote in the beginning of that particular chapter on banking and finance. One of the quotes is by Edward Dowd, where he said, everything's great except the real economy. Because, and it's even true now, even, with Trump talking about the golden age and everything. I mean, there are some things that are maybe heading in the right direction you could argue, but I don't think anyone could argue that legitimately say things are great. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Ed Dowd, everything's great except the real economy. But I think what's happening, and Hal Turner on Hal Turner Radio came out with an article recently, that he talks about, he has these different people in finance that are talking to him. And his article basically was saying, they're telling me it's coming down in 2026 and nothing can stop it. Now, that's a really bold claim, but he talks about, the things that are going on in the world related to that. And so, for example, we're in a time where so many nations, Western nations, are in terrible shape in terms of, like their debt to GDP ratio. I mean, think about it. It's the US, it's Japan, it's practically all of Western Europe. And, we're all on the SWIFT system and it's all interlinked and everything. But, the debt is out of control. And Japan just ended their low interest rates, which it turns out the rest of the Western world in particular was using to borrow money at near zero and put them in US treasuries to, it's called the carry trade. You make money on the difference between the two. And Japan just recently ended that. And they said that is like ominous, because now we no longer have this artificial incentive to buy US treasuries and even European bank, treasuries. So that's gone. And so now the Fed is just buying the debt, which really means they're just printing money. I mean, what is the Federal Reserve? It's a banking system that can print money. We say print, basically, add zeros to a bank ledger. So nobody's buying our treasuries, or hardly anyone is. So the Fed's just buying them, which means it's all a sham.